In this video, we're gonna talk about some black pill truths that I believe in. There's red pill, understanding reality, understanding female nature, and then there's something called the black pill. Black pill is like the harsh, true realities of things with the emphasis on looks and genetics and the things that we are born with. In this video, I'm gonna show you or tell you the 3 things I believe that are true about the black pill that I've noticed within my own personal dating life. So the first thing I believe is that looks matter. Without a doubt, guys, your dating success will partly be either or very, very good because of the way you look. We all are born with some sort of genetic base. So my genetic base necessarily wasn't the best. Like, I've always been like a normie, average looking guy, in my opinion, right? I've only ever glowed up in the past two to 3 years or so, right? I glowed up because I got an interest in facial attractiveness and what makes somebody attractive. I figure out all these things that what makes somebody attractive, right? I took a list of it down. I objectively looked at myself in the mirror and was like, how can I make myself more like this? And so throughout time, I was able to change little things about myself. It could be like my eyebrows, my hairline, my beard, like this, where now I'm considered attractive by like a vast majority of women. Whereas before, 3 years ago, a girl would have looked at me and would have been like, oh, he's okay, or maybe, I'm not sure, maybe he's not so cute, but some girls will find me cute, you know what I mean? But point is, looks is definitely important. And it's something that I believe that all guys could change to a certain extent. So if you don't know, there's something called looks maxing. Looks maxing is figuring out what's objectively attractive, and then from there, figuring out how you can present those things to your current face, right? And there's a lot of different forums you can search on looks maxing. Some guys get really, really deep into these forums, guys. And like, I highly recommend that you actually take a look at some of these forums. Just search looks maxing forum and you'll find them on Google, different ones. And you can see just how objectively attractive your personal face is and how you can make it more attractive. Some of you guys may have to do some sort of surgery if that's as far as you're willing to go, right? And some of these guys are willing to go as to have these multiple surgeries just like these females do, right? Females are the biggest looks maxers on the world without even realizing it. Female celebrities and also Instagram models, they're ongoingly getting procedures done, guys. So looks are important overall, and I highly believe in that too. Let's move on to the next one. Next one, race matters. I necessarily haven't discovered racism or like a girl rejecting me solely because of my race overtly in my dating life, but I have enough self-awareness to know that if I was a white attractive male, let's say I'm black now, and then let's say I was the white version of myself, right? My dating pool will be a lot larger on a global scale. So I can usually go anywhere and still be attracted to somebody. When you're a black guy or any other race, you have what's called niche appeal, meaning that you only appeal to certain types of girls or girls who are influenced by media or other cultural things. Maybe they listen to hip hop music growing up, maybe they grew up and all their friends were black, or even obviously your current race. Like black women obviously like black guys, Indian girls usually like Indian guys, so on and so forth. With that being said, all I'm saying is that I know that my dating pool is smaller than that of an attractive white male. You put us head to head on a dating app, on a global scale, he will have a lot more success than I would. I might have more success in niche areas. For example, areas where there's a highly emphasis on like black culture and liking black guys. And sometimes even the media influences how much success a black male has in the dating marketplace. When Michael B. Jordan came out, Black Panther, Creed, and all this other stuff, my dating success will go through the roof, or it has gone through the roof even more because solely of the popularity of Michael B. Jordan and the media portraying him as this attractive person and girls flocking towards that. So luckily, I have the same phenotype as Michael B. Jordan. And so with that being said, I have a lot more dating success because of it. Now, let's say Michael B. Jordan never existed, right? He wasn't like this black attractive icon, whatever the case may be. Chances are my dating success will be, a little bit lower because of the media that has influenced other people to believe that, black men are attractive and it's like the wave. Even on TikTok, these past few years, I've noticed that there's a trend when it comes to liking black men, especially when it comes to white girls. A lot of my dating success has came from white women, and I don't know if it's a fetish. I don't know if it's just their upbringing, what they like. in this past few years, like a lot of white girls are into black men. So what I'm saying is that overall, your race does matter. And there's like a hierarchy in regards to what races are deemed attractive. So this video is actually a repost of one of my over 100 plus videos I have on my Patreon page. And if you're enjoying this content, you'll be mind blown by the rest. As a supporter, you'll get access to in-depth insights, valuable tips, and juicy content that you won't find anywhere else. Becoming a Patreon is a great way to support me and my work, and it helps me to continue creating high quality content for you. So if you're looking for even more value and exclusive access, head down below in the link in the description to my Patreon page and check it out. Can't wait to share even more with you. Back to the video. Number 3, last one, frame matters. So your frame encompasses your skeletal height, how tall you are, and how wide you are. There's something in the black pill community called frame cells. And what this means is that somebody who is of short stature and or has a narrow type of body style, like very awkward, maybe they have a blocky waist, very narrow shoulders, and these are some of the things that you truly cannot change, guys. Like when it comes to your frame and your skeletal structure, you just have to be lucky that you picked the right parents and or you're blessed with the right genetics, man. So me, myself, I'm around 5'11". I have a pretty athletic frame. So my shoulders aren't the widest, I'll be real with you. I have more narrow clavicles, but at the same time, I also have a narrower waist, which gives me that athletic V-taper type of appearance. Now with my narrow shoulders, if I would have had a blockier waist, my attraction would have went down. If I was 3 inches shorter, my dating pool would be a lot smaller, especially when it came to in-person dating. So if I was like 5'7", 5'6", I would struggle a little bit more in the dating marketplace. It might not be something that I necessarily notice, or it might not be something necessarily that makes a huge impact, but it still would affect it, is what I'm saying. So once you get to a height about like 5'10" and higher, you really don't have to deal with certain height issues when it comes to dealing with women, because most of the women that you deal with, especially the attractive girls, usually fall in a range between like 5'1" to like 5'6", max 5'7". I really don't see an issue with my height, but I know for other guys, it can actually be a huge problem, especially if it's in conjunction with all these other issues. For example, like I said at the beginning, maybe you're short, you have a bad frame, you don't have the most attractive face, maybe you have like natural wrinkles or like a horrible eye area or something, maybe you have a recessed jaw, like all these other aspects that aren't playing into your favor when it comes to the dating landscape. And that's when I feel like the true black pillar exists, because no matter how much you self-improve, which could be to a marginal degree, right? You could make yourself a little bit more attractive, but overall, your dating life and results will never be as good as somebody who is 6 foot, decently handsome in the face with a good frame. It just is what it is, and it's a black pill truth that I personally believe in. So with that being said, do not find this discouraging. Still try to be the best version of yourself and self-improve to get your best results in women, because at the end of the day, there's always gonna be some girl who's into you. Even if she's the most not attractive, that's something you're gonna have to do too. It's probably settable. You're not gonna deal with the dimes, the top echelon of women. That's because you're at the bottom of men when it comes to looks or any other aspect, right? So that's when you gotta maximize the other areas to compensate for it. So either get rich or get famous. And that's pretty much where you draw the line. So let me know your thoughts on these black pill truths, guys. See you guys in the next one. Peace.